out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another College Football 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the brand new Season 1 objectives that just went live today, and I now believe that most of you watching this video should be able to max out your Season 1 Field Pass, which means you're going to get a free 89 overall card for your Cut 25 squad. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So I haven't knocked out these objectives yet. What we're going to do in this video is show you the objectives, then I'm going to go knock them out, and then we're going to max out our Field Pass. As you can see, we are 6,086 XP away from reaching level 51, and we got 10 days and change left in the Season 1 Field Pass, so we're coming down to the end here. Normally on Mondays, these update. We did get a patch today in College Football 25. At this very moment, I have no idea what it changed or fixed, but it looks like along with that patch, they updated the objectives pretty early. Normally, we do see these on Monday, but not this early in the morning. At the moment I'm recording this right now, it's 8:12 a.m. on the East Coast. So, of course, we got our daily objectives to knock out, but there is a new objective of forcing fumbles in the Season 1 Field Pass section. In case you missed it, got updated with gaining offensive yardage with 4+ in case you missed it players in your lineup, and you got a total of, it looks like 6,000 XP alone from that. I still haven't completed the sets, but at this point I don't think I'm going to need to, because there's enough XP available today for me to max it fully out. Ultimate Alumni got updated on Friday. Yesterday, Legends got updated. It was later in the afternoon. The content came out at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We put out a video on it, and then the objective showed up a couple hours later. So if you didn't notice it yesterday, recording sacks with 2+ Legend players in your lineup, you got another 3.5k of XP. And also Conference Stories of the Week got updated. Scoring touchdowns with 2 Conference Stories players in your lineup gives you another 3,500 XP. So do the math, see what ones you need to get completed or how much XP you need to get to level 51 if you're close like I am, and then focus on the easiest ones. And I would also say the ones that have like less players from that promo. So what I mean is, don't go out of your way to get 4 in case you missed it players in your lineup if you're not really going to need the XP from these objectives to max out the Field Pass, when you only need 2 players from this promo or 2 players from this promo to get these objectives done. Because, I don't mind the objective-based objectives. That was really dumb. You know what I'm saying, though. I don't mind the objectives where it requires a player or 2 from a promo, but when we start to get to 4 players from a promo to knock out an objective, or completing sets that are going to cost you coin or money, I'm not a fan of these type of objectives, so just try to be strategic in the ones that you knock out so you're not out there wasting coin. All right, so we knocked out a handful of those new objectives that I just showed you, and we are now officially done. We completed the Season 1 Field Pass, and the level 51 reward is going to give you this Season 1 token. So I've talked about this in a few other videos, but if you're unaware what exactly this thing's going to do, go ahead and read the description. It says use this token on a Season 1 player once Season 1 is concluded to elevate that player's overall, and the player is going to go up to an 89 overall. Now, the good thing about this, and we, of course, when Season 2 goes live, we'll drop a video on the best player to use this token on. The great thing is, because it's a token, you should be putting it into that player's upgrade path, and if you want to change your mind at any point, you can make that decision to do so then. So you're not going to be locked or set in stone on which player that you upgrade with this Season 1 token. And if you're wondering who those players are, it's going to be the 484 overall players that you earn throughout the Season 1 Field Pass. So you got Nicholas Singleton, Kobe Bryant, Will Howard, or Deion Walker. These levels are the levels that you have to reach in the Season 1 Field Pass to get the fantasy pack that contains those 4 players, is levels 10, 30, 40, and then finally 48. So you earn all 4 players for free, and when Season 2 starts, I want to reiterate that you can't do this right now. When Season 2 starts, you go into whatever player you want to upgrade, and you're going to go directly to their upgrade path, and eventually it should have another tier to the right of this one where you can use or place that collectible into the upgrade path, and it will bump the player up to an 89 overall. I mean, one thing you could do to just try to get an idea of what these players are going to look like is add a +5 to every attribute. It's probably not going to be exactly that, but we can speculate. Will Howard might have 86 speed. I think he's kind of fast already with the 81 speed. His accuracies would all be at the 85+ range. He'd have pretty good throw power. He would be better than the quarterbacks we're looking at right now with Charlie Ward that just came out yesterday, the Josh Allen on Friday. This would end up being the best quarterback in the game if that happens that route. If you play a lot of zone coverage, Kobe Bryant would be really good. You'd have to assume he'd be in the high 80s for speed, potentially 88. His zone would be pretty high. Unfortunately, that man coverage starting at a 77, you might only see that somewhere in that lower, like 82, 83 range, which doesn't make him a no-go completely if you run man coverage, because he's on my team and that's all I pretty much run. But I feel like because of the lack of balance on that one, he might not be needed. Nicholas Singleton, this is one I would personally probably pass on. I mean, he could end up having 89 speed just like Judkins. I'm real curious to see what happens with the other Season 1 players like Will Johnson and Judkins, to see if they start to drop in price when Season 2 starts, if there's going to be any type of pack offer at the very end of Season 1 that like is handing out and dishing out those higher overall Season 1 players to make them extremely cheap. I mean, even these guys like Will Johnson's down to close to 400K right now, so some of these guys are getting really cheap. Deion Walker could be good just because it's going to be out of position you typically don't want to spend your coins on, and if he gets a high or even low 90s block shed or power move and the strength's at 87, like this card does have the potential to be the most slept on out of the 4 cards. But I have a feeling a lot of people are going to be going with Will Howard. Like I said, we'll drop an official video once we see the attributes and the abilities on those 4 players that you can upgrade and talk about the best one to use that Season 1 token on. Just another thing I want to touch on, and this is totally up to you, and really it's going to be how much do you play this game and how much do you intend on playing the game. The Season 1 Field Pass, again, comes to an end in about 10 days. If you've completed this Field Pass, and this is probably going to be speaking more to the people who are on MUT and Cut at the same time, if you're out there like me, when I think about the launch of this game, right, on day 1, we had Judkins, we had Will Johnson out there, some guys that were much higher in overall compared to the rest of the field of cards that came on launch day. When Season 2 goes live, I wouldn't be surprised if EA throws a bunch of, Season 2 branded cards that are going to be starting out in the game with like 93 and 94 overalls. I could absolutely see a lot of the content that's in game right now totally tanking. So for me, I'm kind of in this decision mode where, Sauce Gardner, this LTD 87 overall, is still going for like 600,000 or 700,000 coins. I'm thinking about selling this card. Number 1, because we'll probably get more cornerbacks when Season 2 starts. Number 2, this card's probably going to go down in price. And number 3, now that I'm done with the Season 1 Field Pass, outside of, playing through Champions every week, or the Gauntlet, or Seasons, or whatever, if I'm going to take a break for the next 10 days on this game, this card's got a lot of value just sitting in my binder. So if you're done with Season 1 and maybe you're going to play MUT for the next 10 days and come back for Season 2, it's not guaranteed that these cards are going to be cheaper when Season 2 starts, but there's a pretty high likelihood. And again, only do this if you're comfortable with the possibility of these cards not going down in price and you having to buy them back at the same price. I don't think they'll go up, but like I said, for me, I think I'm going to go out there and sell my LTD Kyle Pitts and the LTD Sauce Gardner and just hang on to that coin and get ready for Season 2, because normally, in Madden Ultimate Team, we don't have much to go back on when it comes to cut, but normally in Madden Ultimate Team, when we get to a new season, pack odds change, overalls go up, and a bunch of these cards that have some good value now are going to just be they're going to be old news to a lot of the community and tank down in price. So again, I'm in this decision mode where I kind of want to play the game a couple more days before Season 2 starts, but also I want to get some good value out of these high priced items that we have in the binder while I still can, just in case they go down. So again, just to wrap it up here, Season 1 objectives are live. More objectives within the Season 1 Field Pass. Most of you, if you've been keeping up with your daily, should be able to fully max this Field Pass out. Season 2 is right around the corner, and some of the cards in your binder might start losing value very soon. So if you want to try to cash out on them, today might be the day, or this week might be the week. And I'm recording this before the content schedule for the week came out, but I'm kind of getting the sense, given that the objectives that were updated today were all on the prior promos, I'm kind of getting the sense that when that content schedule for the week comes out, it's going to look exactly like the last 5 weeks, where we're going to get, in case you missed it, Ultimate Alumni, Stories of the Week, and Legends. And, the lack of variety in promos that we've seen 5 to 6 weeks into this game for Ultimate Team specifically has been a little discouraging. So hopefully we see more variety when Season 2 goes live. I should have another video later this afternoon going over the best cornerbacks for every single budget if you're looking out there and you're in the market for corners. So be on the lookout for that video, and we'll see what else happens with the content schedule. Thank you for watching this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.